All right, we are joined here at Fury Fighting Championship 16 with a special guest. I'd like to introduce to you a former Strikeforce veteran, former Bellator veteran, Legacy FC champion in 2 different weight classes, and now he adds another title to his long list of accolades, and that is of CEO of KO Dynasty Fight Management, Mike the Greek Bronzoulis. Mike, thank you for joining us here tonight, brother.
Thank you, Todd, for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
All right, so hey, what I'm here to ask you about is tell me a little bit about now the new CEO of KO Dynasty. Tell me a little bit about that fight company.
Well, I was managed by original CEO, Mickey Dubberly from KO Dynasty. He was my manager for most of my career. And here recently, he offered me to buy the company from him. And it was a funny joke because back in the day, he's like, I don't know why you need me. You get all your own fights, get all your own sponsorships. One of these days, you're going to make a great manager. And that was like 6 years ago. So here we are now. I'm buying the company, so now I'm the new CEO of the company, so it's just very ironic and very funny.
Awesome, and what better way, you don't have, I can't really name any current manager that used to be a former fighter, so I'm sure a lot of your fighters have like a level of something that they feel they can relate to their manager with.
Most definitely. From what I'm understanding, I'm a pioneer at this. I'm the first one to be doing this, and what better person to do this than someone that's actually gone through the trenches, gone through all these different promotions, found their own fights, found their own sponsorships, won at the highest level, lost, come back and winning, knows what it takes to get there. And I think I'm the guy to do that. I've seen how other companies have handled their fighters, and I don't really think that's the right way to do it. I think it takes someone of my caliber or your caliber that knows that path, that knows the struggle, to actually really care about these fighters and give them the shot that they deserve, to help build their careers, actually care about them, get them the money they deserve, put a retirement plan away from them, which no one's doing. If you sign with my company, not only do I find you the right fights, I also have a retirement plan worked out for you, so when you do fight, when you do decide to retire, you have a little bit of money to start a new business, because a lot of these guys when they're retiring right now, they have no idea what to do. They're stuck. They're lost. What do I do now? What do I do now? They're working all these dead-end jobs. Well, you know what? At least you'll have some money put aside to start something, a new business, if you sign with me.
Awesome, man. I like that.
Yeah.
A retirement plan, that's unheard of in this business.
It is.
I mean, you hear every day fighters go broke, and so that's really cool of you to be able to offer them a different path, other than going broke. And so tell us some about some of the current fighters that you have signed under KO Dynasty that to be looking out for.
Well, KO Dynasty's been around for about 10 years, but the former CEO, Mickey Dubberly, he's a big Wall Street guy. This was his passion. He didn't do it for his money. So it's been kind of just sitting around for the last 2 years, been neglected. So I'm revamping the whole company now. I put my feelers out, let everybody know I'm in business. I have a whole lot of people who hit me up on Facebook, social media. I'm being very selective who we take right now, since I'm new at this and I'm just starting off right now. But as of right now, I just signed Extreme Couture fighter from Vegas, heavyweight Jermaine McDermott. He's 3-0. It's a knockout machine. He's fought twice in Bellator, finished everybody first round. And I just signed him to a multi-fight deal with Legacy. We're waiting on the contract, waiting on his opponent. And I also got some other big heavyweight prospects. I can't really name their names yet just because they haven't signed the dotted line yet. And of course, I'm here. I've been invited by you guys to scout and look at all the talent that we have here at Fury Fighting Championships, which I must say I'm very impressed with the amateurs I've seen so far. Very talented fighters. We got some very hot prospects back here, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for them.
Awesome. And what I wanted to also ask you about is, so what's going on personally with Mike the Greek these days?
Well, Mike the Greek has been training his butt off for the last 4 months for a $1 million tournament that didn't plan out the way I expected it to, and it was really hard. I took it really hard, and I came back and I kind of sat by myself for 2 days, prayed about everything, and tried to find myself again. And a lot of these things started coming to me. When you're challenged in a really tough place in life and facing major adversity, you find out what you're made out of. Do you break? Do you stay strong? Do you make the right choices in life? And I did. I asked God for help, and slowly all these things started coming together. I got a fight lined up tomorrow, making my boxing pro debut, which I just signed 2 days ago. I'm in the works with Mr. Garcia to fight on his June card in Fury Fighting Championships.
Oh, nice.
and then possibly fighting in July, Fury Fighting Championships for either the 70 belt or tonight's winner for the 55 belt.
Oh, that's good to hear. I thought maybe that with you making the step into fight management that you're going to step away from the cage, but it's awesome to hear that you're still being active in the cage, you're being active outside the cage. You're the busiest man in MMA, arguably.
Brother Todd, you know us, we're fighters, man. We might step away for a second, but I'm a fighter at heart, and you know what, I love managing. I'm starting to really love it and enjoy it, but I'm going to never stop fighting. I'm always going to fight. I love training, and I don't do it for the money. I fight because I love to fight. I'm at that point right now that I love to fight, and I think I've got a lot more potential and a lot more to prove, especially to the people that think that I'm too old. You know, I'm not going to name any names because I'm not like that, but you know, there's some people that have their choice words with me and think I'm too old. But you know what? I tell everybody I'm like wine. I'm just getting better with age, and I really mean that. You know, I didn't know much jiu-jitsu in the beginning, and I'm learning a little bit more and more every day. I'm getting more well-rounded on the ground, and I think the future's still bright for me. I think I'm still going to hold many more titles and get places I want to go that people said I couldn't.
Awesome, man. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'll be watching closely. I'll be wishing you the best of luck, sending you positive energy. Thank you for joining us here, and we look forward to seeing all the success for you personally and all the success with KO Dynasty.
Thanks, Todd.
Thank
Thanks
you
for having me, brother.